Good, happy Tuesday morning. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast. Let's get started. First up, Bedford Bank burglarized overnight. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9, Siobhan Lopez.
Friday, a Magnum double caramel, and unleash your wild side.
Can tell you that we take this very seriously. It's a pretty serious crime.
It's a break-in Detective Matt Fleming has never seen before, at least not at a bank. The TD Bank on South River Road was the target of an elaborate burglary that leaves more questions than answers.
Obviously, it's alarming when you have a banking institution get broken into overnight. It leads to a lot of questions about the ability of people to do that and how they did it.
How and who are the big questions. The alarm never went off. Phone and other utility crews were on scene much of the day making repairs. The bank closed at 9:30 last night. When an employee arrived this morning to open, they saw evidence of a break-in.
It is very scary, and obviously someone put a lot of thought and effort into it.
Customers were turned away as the bank was never able to open.
This is really crazy to me because I don't know, I've just never seen anything like this around here.
Police are looking at surveillance video from the area and working with nearby businesses to narrow the timeline and hope to get a look at whoever was involved.
Anytime you're talking about high-end type crimes like these, there's usually more than one person involved. They're usually pretty intricate and involved, several people.
Police are crediting the actions of the bank employee who knew to exit the building immediately and alert authorities.
Businesses are going to get broken into in overnight hours, and the key is that when people go inside of those businesses, that they're careful because you never know if the people who are involved are still inside.
I'm glad everyone's okay and no one was here.
Anyone who was in this area after 9:30 last night and saw anything suspicious is asked to contact Bedford Police. It's unclear if this branch will be back open tomorrow. Reporting in Bedford, Siobhan Lopez, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Bridge project will involve service impacts to all modes of transportation. The state officials are planning to share details of a bridge replacement project that will cause significant service impact to all modes of transportation this summer. Officials said the project to replace the Commonwealth Avenue Bridge in Boston will impact vehicles on I-90, Commonwealth Avenue near Boston University. Vehicles using the BU Bridge, B Line, MBTA Green Line, customers, and some customers traveling by Amtrak and the MBTA commuter rail. Key project note: 18.5-day closure of the Commonwealth Bridge from July 26th to August 14th. Bridge will remain open to bikes, pedestrian, and buses only. Eastbound bridge deck and Green Line tracks will be demolished and replaced. Traffic on the Mass Pike will share the eastbound side for about 4 days and the westbound side for the next 4 days during demolition. June 3rd to the 4th will be a dry run for the Mass Pike crossover strategy. Westbound work will occur next year. The bridge was originally built in 1965. The Green Line branch service will be suspended between Bad Cock and Blandford stations. Buses replace the trains. Commuter rail service will end at the Boston Landing for the Worcester-Farmington line. A bus will carry passengers to the Green Line. Officials said schedule for the work was picketed strictly to try to minimize the impacts to public. They wanted to avoid the July 4th and complete the work before students move into local colleges and universities. The schedule also keeps the impact on the Mass Pike to 5 working days. Project impact statement from Mass DOT. And we will keep you updated as this thing unfolds and stuff. Mainers, welcome to return of warmer temperatures. Let's take a listen to this video from WMTW Morgan Sternervin.
Many will agree there isn't much that can beat a day at the beach, especially after a long Maine winter.
It's nice because it's like finally spring and everything.
Even though it wasn't as warm on the coast,
I told these guys it'd be a little bit chilly, but it's definitely warmer than it has been.
Yeah.
Willard Beach is still a popular spot.
Well, there's always a bunch of dogs, and I love dogs, and so does Desi.
You can see people and dogs clearly love the beach. There's another spot around here that people and dogs love just as much, maybe even more. Red's Dairy Freeze in South Portland has been serving up sweet treats since 1952.
Great, it's beautiful out. It's nice to be out and about. No coats on.
Here at Red's, you can just hang out, and you never know who you might meet.
The first day I take it out this year. I couldn't wait.
It took more than 2 years for Emilio and his 10-year-old son to build this custom trike.
The engine is it's off a Corvette, rebuilt. I rebuilt it. 368 horsepower. The rear end is off a 2002 Mustang GT.
He even has his power paragliding unit ready to go.
I can go up to 18,000 feet. I've been to 9,726.3.
But not until it gets warmer. For now, Emilio is just here for the same reason everyone is.
Get some ice cream. My favorite.
In South Portland, Morgan Sturdivant, WMTW News 8.
Okay, and there you go on that report. And it sure was a nice day yesterday. Today will be another nice day as well. Morgan Stanley says huge 30% stock surge could be ahead like 1999. Can't afford to miss it. Banks bulls call for nearly 30% gain by S&P 500 in 12 months to 3,000. Strategists say this will be classic light circle type burst. This is the first major note from new chief equality strategy at bank. Morgan Stanley has a new chief U.S. equality strategy in town, and he's bullish on stocks in 2017. Alabama Governor Robert Bentley resigns amid sex scandal. Alabama Governor Robert Bentley has resigned following allegations that he used state resources to cover up an affair he was having with one of his top aides. And that did it for the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Tuesday. See you back here later on today. Bye, everyone.